Hey YouTube, welcome back to Octave Discussion. This is the second episode, and my plans for this episode is just to kind of recap episode 1, but mostly just go over the sounds of an ocarina for those of the newer players who might not know what ocarina really sounds like in like real life, and just kind of mess around with it so you can kind of hear what it sounds like to be played. But I'll start off with playing from open, and then each hole being closed all the way till I'm fully covering every hole. So I'll start off with that, and then from there I'll go from when I finish. So that's what it sounds like. And just to recap, this is 12-hole Songbird Ocarina. 2 holes are in the back. This is where the air comes out, so that's not really a hole. And then these 2 small holes are sharp and flat, or I might have them mixed up, but they're essentially sharp and flat. And pretty much for some ocarinists will recommend this or a 4-hole ocarina as a starter, just because it's a little, since a lot of ocarina players on YouTube usually play a lot of 12-hole ocarinas or 4 holes. Some play bigger, some play like 6-hole and stuff like that, but it's definitely a good starter since you'll see a lot of people having a Zelda replica anyways. A lot of them are 12-hole. There are a lot of different kinds of ocarinas out there, but it's definitely a good starter. But if you feel like, if you really want to try out different holes, like hole ocarinas, go for it. But if you want to, it's good to start off with something where you can see a lot of, you'll see a lot of tabs for, 12 holes, and you'll see a lot of YouTubers who play ocarina with 12 holes. So it'll help because there, a lot of those channels who also teach will teach you 12 holder, like the most commonly used. And I think the 12 hold is the most commonly used. So I'll just play around a little bit just so you can hear a little more of what it sounds like for all the newer players or new people who want to get into thinking of buying their first ocarina. So let me play around so you can hear the different tones actually being played. So that's what it sounds like being just being played around with, but that's generally me just messing around with ranges. Most songs you'll usually have both or at least one of the back holes covered. I don't know too many songs where you take them both off unless you're probably like holding some of these holes down, because I think most songs these are like the base, because if you heard me earlier when I played each individual note, it's just a really weird high-pitched sound. It kind of sounds just like a toy whistle, but that's pretty much, the range of this and what it sounds like being played when you're actually, like, I was just improvising it, but that's kind of what it sounds like to have a tone, like hearing it and its ranges. And it's not really a super hard instrument to play. It's just really learning. There's a small learning cap, but it's not really, it's just learning what the holes sound like. And I think the hardest thing for learning is taking a song and kind of just like going crazy with it, meaning like not playing exactly how it's meant to sound, but you taking that song and adding extra notes, but being able to keep how it's supposed to sound in your head. Um, like for me, I can't go super crazy with the song yet because it kind of throws me off. But there are people who can do it, and personally, I'm still a little learning because I've had my ocarina for years, but I mostly play guitar and piano. But I'm able to play, so that's why I'm teaching for all the newer players, because I am able to pick up on songs fast and play them, and I'd like to be able to help newer players learn how to play, and eventually maybe they can teach people, so that'd be pretty cool. But this episode will be coming to an end. My schedule is Monday through Friday until I get my computer fixed so I can edit stuff. But I'll start scripting stuff on the weekends so that I can actually plan stuff out a little better. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So this is the end of the second episode of Octave Discussion. Catch you guys tomorrow.